Good morning, everyone. It's delightful to have you all here. My name is Bayo, and with me presenting today this week's session with you, it's Celestine. She's going to be my wonderful moderator, and together we're going to help you in growing your readership. So I'm going to be talking on behalf of the Google News Initiative, and we shall be able to help you with your business strategy in growing your readership. So if you attend a previous program, you must have learned how to establish a digital newsroom, the importance of people and culture, then the essence of your digital product, and how all that are linked up with emerging technologies. So, for our lesson today, we are going to focus on growing your readership, changing behaviors, reader relevance, and building loyal readers. So, what can you look forward to? One thing we need to assure you is that we'll try to guide you as much as we can. But whatever choices, actions, or steps you take is up to you. We will not be the one to choose for you because your circumstances, your need, your experience, our goals are different. So, but one thing is that we are sure that you're going to get the most of this training. What can you look forward to? It is about knowing your readers. When you know your readers, you are able to increase the rate of the number of readers you have. As I mentioned earlier, we will focus on three areas. One is changing behaviors. The world is changing, and so is your reader. So, understanding the dynamics of your reader will really help you. After that, we'll consider reader relevance. And the last point we will focus on will be building loyal readers. So, first is changing behavior. Today's readers are looking for things right at the tip of their fingers. They want it in such a way that it can affect their life. So, you want to know about that reader and what they want now. For example, there is a study by Aviva in the UK, for instance. A home can have as much as 10.3 internet enabled devices. And I'm sure as we discuss all this, my moderator, Celestine, will be sharing some vital links to all the resources that may be useful to you. So when you think about your reader, think of them in three terms. One is curious, the other one is empowered, and the third is being savvy. So how curious are today's readers? How empowered are they? And how savvy are these readers to you in growing your business, digital business, of online business? So first is readers are curious and are searching for more options. For instance, mobile searches for alternatives to have grown by over 70% in the past 2 years. They are empowered. They want things fast and on their own terms too. To illustrate, local searches without me have outgrown comparable searches that include near me. People are no longer looking for things near me. They are looking for things anywhere they can find it. So that means your readers are empowered. And they want this thing fast and on their own term. Remember the third characteristic about your reader is that they are savvy too. Being savvy means that they have various technological tools at their disposal. For instance, there has been a 60% growth in searches that include for me in the past 2 years. And that tells a lot. So people are really empowered. So along with the curiosity, the empowerment, and the savviness of the reader is what Gartner predicts. It says that by 2023, 75% of organizations selling directly to consumers will offer subscription services. So you can begin to think, how do you tap into this subscription economy? What do you stand to benefit? What can help you is by analyzing your reader. So, how relevant are your readers? What does that involve? You want to think about where your readers are now on your digital platform, news platform, and where you want them to be in the future to turn them to loyal readers. So, question is, how well do you know your readers? Are you thinking already? Here is an activity for you to consider. It's called the reader personnel. You need to know the demographics about your reader, their names, where they come from, their age, their gender, level of education, their job, and their salary. You also need to know about their goals and challenges. You want to know about their values in describing the value that the reader thinks are important to have and what they are afraid of. What are their routines like? Think about your customer personnel, a typical day in their life. Think about a tired worker who is thinking about going for a swimming. Can you include that in your news website? An article that talks about swimming. Your reader may find that very refreshing. And that will only be possible if you know your reader personnel. Have you taken all these four steps? Then you have to pitch. Write an elevator pitch that summarizes and puts to use all the information that you have summarized, accumulated rather. So it's like being a marketer, selling all you have to your reader, and that can get them more to your website. So, how can you find out whether content is relevant to your readers? It's not so difficult. There is a research by Ofcom News Consumption Survey in
That's
2019.
great, Bayo. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, okay.
You didn't see the mod. You've got to make sure you've got the mod doc there on the side because I put
Yeah,
there, Bayo. That's great. If you go towards the end, let's just try the finish of the talk. So go on to the last couple of slides and then I'll finish it all for you, okay?
right. So you just bear with me. My other device is having an issue, but we'll just have to go on that way at the moment. I'm sorry. All right, let me see. Will it be okay here? Let's see how many slides left. Questions. Okay, I think we can take it up from here. All right. So we've been talking much about how you can really get your readers going. Here's an example of what a user journey could look like. The start of journey. Uh, I want to know who my sports team is playing next. You can read in, see what the your reader is thinking of. I want to know the latest team news. I want to watch my team training. I want to know why that player isn't in the squad. I want to see the manager's press conference. So then the reader haven't enjoyed much content on your platform can get to a point of saying, I want to subscribe to become a paying reader of this publication. So where is a user in your news website, news platform, is at this point? So what journey might your future loyal readers go on? Are you thinking about that already? Let's consider another activity. Your North Stars in digital publishing success is what it's called. So in your teams, think from your personal's perspective. You have to come up with as many I want to moments as possible. That is what's going to drive your readership, their growth. Plot them from the upper funnel to the lower funnel. Then you also have to bridge the gaps if required for a logical journey. Then repeat with different personas and where personas change. What are the criteria for choosing that moment? Think about size. How many people ask the same questions, have the same needs, and how often do they do this? Then, what's the target? Are there sufficient signals that help me recognize if a person is in this moment? The test point will be to create meaningful link to the product. And you may ask, does the reader fully appreciate the benefit of my offer? And when is the right time to speak? Are you the right publication to speak at this moment in the purchase journey? Let's look at a case study. There is a digital publication called Quest France. Quest France saw a new trend in their audience reading habits with more news consumption happening in the evening. And listen to what their digital editor said. We saw that there was a developing market for news at the end of the day. We decided to create a 100% digital newspaper with news, magazines, and games. Can that be you? So what have we covered so far in today's session? We've looked at the changing behaviors. We've seen that the world is changing. It's fast-paced. People want things at a snap of their fingertips. And we've seen also that you must connect with your readers. You must move them from interested users of your website to being a focused reader and move on to making them loyal readers. So remember the reader journey map. Where exactly do you want your readers to be? Any questions? All right, keep your question coming. Maybe my moderator, Celestine, is responding to some of those questions, but if you have some for me, I'll be glad to. So if not, we would like to remind you that there will be another session on audience development, and you want to be part of that too. So today we've discussed growing your readership. So you want to be part of the audience development, where you can see how you can create content for digital, use mixed media, content stack, and content distribution. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you in our next session. But that's not really all. We're going to have a roundtable session, which we hope you will be able to attend so that you can have an opportunity to ask more questions about what you have learned today. We have our labs too, available via the GNI Digital Growth Labs. And lastly, please, we want you to give us your feedback. Your feedback is important to us, and because this is how we are going to evolve and improve our support. Thank you.